Good day. Good day to all. So, what will be discussed today for Unit 4, Module 1 is all about biodiversity. So, the overview of this biodiversity is from grade 7, you have studied some of the different organisms and their easily observable characteristics. You've learned about these organisms that you find just around you in other places in the country. You were taught that organisms from the biotic component of an ecosystem. You were also introduced to the cells that differ from plant and animals. Okay, in addition, you have learned about organisms other than plants and animals. Some of these consist of single cell and while others have many. So multicellular. They are called as multicellular. Okay. So you also had a chance to look at organisms that are also small and can be seen only with our or with your microscopes. We have one. Okay, so this module will introduce you the concept of biodiversity, specifically the variety of organisms. Okay, so variety. Organisms living on Earth. Okay, so this will discuss how they are classified and named. It will also show us the similarities and differences of these organisms. It will describe the different groups to which these organisms belong. It will let you discover the uses of some not just as food but also as medicine, agriculture, industries, and the ecosystems where they are present. In addition, you will know about the harmful effects of some other organisms. Okay, so continuing this or discussing this, we might encounter questions. Okay, so let's have these questions. Why is biodiversity important? Okay, so I'm going to answer that later. So, what human activities help protect and conserve rare and economically important species? So, let me write this first. The third question. So, what human activities destroy or endanger the existence of rare and economically important species? Okay, so let us start discussing. Let us first discuss the levels. Okay, so biodiversity is coined to the word biological diversity. Usually, scientists would refer to the three level of biodiversity, namely different kinds of organisms, or what they call species diversity. Genetic information of the organism that contain genetic diversity. And different kinds of places where organisms live and interconnection that bind these organisms together, which is called ecosystem diversity. Okay, so ecosystem diversity. If we recall, you have learned about ecosystem diversity in lower grades. Okay, so you will know more about genetic diversity in grade 9, of course. So, species diversity consists. Okay, so species diversity. Wait. So, species diversity consists of the large number of different kinds. Okay, so large number of different kinds. So kinds, shapes, colors, and sizes. So what the no sizes? Okay, okay. So of organisms that inhabit the earth, it includes the smallest and the simplest bacterium. Okay, so bacterium, plural of this is bacteria, to the complex, bigger, brightly colored flower or fish. Addition to this, the tallest acacia, the biggest elephant, the human like you. Okay, these organisms are found in various places, from soil to the rivers. Okay, wait. Okay, so where are we? Okay, so the rivers, oceans, salty, hot places, in short, every corner of the earth. Okay, some of them live in your body. Okay, so at present, more than 1 million organisms have been identified and named, while many more are being discovered every year. Just recently, foreign and local researchers have found that diversity of reptiles and amphibians in the northern Philippines is even greater than what has been known and identified. Okay? If there are a lot more organisms in the world that you can count, so how will you be able to know about them? So does an organism you see in your place, for example, have the same name in other places? What do you think? Do organisms have to be classified? Why? Why is it? What do you think? Okay, so next, how do we classifying and naming organisms? Okay, so classifying and naming organisms. So for organisms to be studied and more about them, shared to those who need it. Okay, so scientists group them into meaningful classification. So the different groups are ranked. So they are ranked from the largest to the smallest. Okay, smallest groups. Okay, so smallest group. Large group includes many organisms with few similarities. Okay, so few similarities. Now, small groups include few organisms. Okay, so let me just add information to this. So many organisms with few similarities. Okay, so um, small groups include few organisms having more similarities. But, okay, so few organisms having more similarities. So organisms which have more similarities would then be closely related to